Bonjour mes amis et bienvenue à notre chaîne FrenchPro Global. Hello my dear friends, welcome to our channel FrenchPro Global, and today I have come up with a new topic. And today what we are going to learn, the name of the topic is French conjugation, that is French verbs, or these verbs that we are going to learn, that is only in present tense. Okay, so French में there are three categories of verb. The first category is ER ending. ER ending verbs मतलब वो verbs जिसके last में ER होगा. The second verb is IR ending, which means जो verb के last में IR होगा, that is IR ending. And the third category is called RE ending. So जिस verbs के last में RE ending होगा. But today we are only going to learn ER ending verbs. Okay, so in every category, my dear students, there are two other types. There is one called regular verbs, the other one is called irregular verbs. Regular verbs के rules होते हैं, there is a pattern, there is a process of regular verb, and there are irregular verbs, there is no rule. So irregular verbs के लिए you have to memorize. But for regular verbs, there are certain patterns, some rules, and if you know that rules, that trick, then it is easy to conjugate that verb. Okay, so now let me tell you, today we are going to only learn ER ending verb. And in ER ending verb, so today we are going to learn, as I told you, ER ending verb. Okay, so ER ending verbs has three different types. So one is normal ER ending, the other one is GER ending, and the third one is CER ending verbs. But घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, these are very easy. In fact, if you know this, the type 1 normal ER ending verbs, then the GER ending almost 99% same, CER ending also 99% same. So you have to focus on first one, the other one is very easy. Okay? So now let me tell you how to conjugate these verbs. The first verb I have taken here, parler, P-A-R-L-E-R, which means to speak. Okay, parler. How do you pronounce this verb? Parler, it means to speak. Okay, now this is the main verb, or in grammar language we call it infinitive. The original verb, the main verb. Okay, now this verb changes its forms according to subject. तो अब ये जो verb है, ये subject के हिसाब से ये अपना प्रकार change करता है. It changes its form. For example, parler verb, je के साथ it becomes parle, tu के साथ it becomes P-A-R-L-E-S, it becomes this form. Then il or l, sorry, this is not s, this is l. Il or l के साथ it becomes parle, again nu के साथ this form, vu के साथ this form, and il l के साथ this form. Okay, so now let me tell you one thing. ये the whole process, this complete, you see this is called conjugation. What do you call it? Conjugation of parler verb. I have written here conjugation of French verbs, which means this is a verb parler और इसकी conjugation ये जितने हैं ये, this is called conjugation of parler. Suppose if I ask you, my dear student, can you please conjugate this verb parler? Can you please conjugate this verb? Then what you have to do? You have to conjugate this parler verb like this. Je parle, tu parles, il, elle parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il, elle parle. So this is the conjugation. We call it conjugation of this verb. ये वाला, if you see this is also conjugation of this verb. This is also the conjugation of this verb. So this is called conjugation. Now, how to conjugate? That is important question, right? How to conjugate? So whenever you see parler, so जो भी verb के last में er होगा, er, you see er ending. This verb has er ending. Okay. So in er ending verbs, what we have to do? It is very easy. Okay, you have to remove er. You have to remove er or you have to delete er. So after removing last er, क्या बचता हमारे हाथ में? If you remove this er, ओके, देन हमारे हाथ में क्या है, ओनली PARL। देखिए PARL 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 PARL। So after removing ER in your hand it remains only PARL। So अब आपको क्या करना है, so after removing ER what you have to do, you have to add E, j के साथ you have to add E, with the two form you have to add ES, with ill or L you have to add E, with nu you have to add ONS, with wu you have to add EZ, and with ill or L you have to add ENT. Okay, these are called the endings. So these endings you have to give here after removing ER. So this is a very common and normal rule for conjugating ER ending verbs. Okay, जितने ER ending verbs हैं, but remember one thing, regular verbs, we are now learning regular verbs. So regular verbs के, as I told you, regular verbs has rule, but irregular verbs के there is no rule, that you have to memorize. Okay, तो regular, this is regular verb. Okay, तो इसके rules हैं, just remove E and add E, ES, E, ONS, EZ and ENT. Okay, so I have given you one more example. For example, aimer, 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 which means to like or to love. This is also, see, ER ending verbs. After removing ER, you have to add E, ES, E, ONS, EZ and ENT. Okay, now you must be thinking, ye kyun, ye wala kyun, J apostrophe kyun. In my first video, I think first or second video, where I was teaching you subject, है ना, so JE becomes J apostrophe if the verb is starting with vowel, है ना. अगर suppose J ये है ना, सी यहाँ पे vowel, यहाँ पे तो ये कट जाता है j के केस में, और you have to add J apostrophe. So this is what I have done here, J apostrophe. Okay, now let me delete this. हाँ, so this is the same thing. Now come to GER ending. So in GER ending, it is almost 99% same. Nothing you have to change. Only at one place you have to add something. For example, here, je mange. Again, this is ER ending verb. After removing ER, I have added only E. Je mange. Tu manges. Again, ES. Il mange, E, and then nous mangeons. Here I have added extra E. Okay, according to rule you are supposed to add ONS, but here I have added EONS, because my dear friends, because of pronunciation problem, if you don't add, because in French if you write like this, okay, MANG, if you don't add E and if you write like this, it will be mongon. It is going to, how will you pronounce mongo? That is the wrong pronunciation in French. Okay, but if you add E, so GO in French it becomes go. But if you are writing like this GE, it becomes je. So the right pronunciation would be nous mangeons. And if you don't give this E, if you write like this mongon, this will be pronounced as mongo, and that is wrong pronunciation. It is breaking the pattern. Okay, if you see je mange, je, tu manges, je is coming, il mange, je is coming, vous mangez, je is coming, il mange, again je. If you don't add E, it is going to be mongon. That is breaking the pronunciation, and that is wrong. So in avoid such mistake, French grammar says you have to add E. So then it will sound like this, nous mangeons, nous mangeons. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let me again revise this. Je mange, tu manges, elle mange, nous mangeons, vous mangez, elle mange. Okay, I hope the sound is clear. Okay, now the third form. Now the third form here, commencer, which means to start, Okay, so how will you conjugate this verb? Je commence. Again, see, this is er ending verb. I have added e, es, e, ons, ez, ent. Now, je commence, tu commences, elle commence, nous. Here a small change. What I have done here, I have written this C like this. C, and then I have added this. And if you don't add this, then the sound will be like cons and it will be like con. But that is wrong in French. Okay, the correct pronunciation is, if you add this cons, it will be like nous commençons. And if you don't add this small s here, cedilla, then it is going to be nous commençons, and that is a wrong pronunciation, and that is breaking the pattern. Because see, the first one, how I am pronouncing, je commence, so is coming, tu commences, elle commence, vous commencez, elle commence. Okay, so जब आप इसमें cedille add कर देते हो, then it becomes nous commençons, and if you don't add it, then it will be pronounced nous commençons, and commençons is a wrong pronunciation according to French grammar. Okay, so you have to add one small cedille. Okay, so now let me revise again. Je commence, tu commences, elle commence, nous commençons, vous commencez, and elle commence. ठीक है, अब इनसे मिलता जुलता एक और वर्ब मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है like this, lancer, lancer, which means to launch. ठीक है, how did I conjugate? Je lance, tu lances, elle lance, nous lançons, vous lancez, elle lance. Okay, elle lance. Okay, similar kind of verb I have written here, voyager. Voyager, which means to travel. This is also ger ending. See, this is also ger ending. So what I am doing here, again after removing er, I have added e, es, e, and then eons, है ना, eons, ये वाला eons. Okay, then ez and then ent. So how will you pronounce? Je voyage, tu voyages, elle voyage, nous voyageons, nous voyageons. अगर आपने ये, if you don't add this e, this will be pronounced nous voyageons. That is a wrong pronunciation according to French grammar. Okay, so nous voyageons, vous voyagez, elle voyage. ठीक है, so these are, my dear students, regular verbs, and regular verbs have rules. Okay, pattern. So these are the endings that you have to remember. So after removing er, you have to add e, es, e, ons, ez, ent सभी में, और जब भी ger ending होगा तो सिर्फ nu में you have to add eons, बाकी same है, e, es, e, ez, ent. Only in nu you have to add eons. In the cer ending verbs, everything is same, just e, es, e, ez, ent, but only with the nu you have to add this small cedille, okay, below the c, okay, to pronounce it correctly. So nous commençons. Okay, so now I was talking about the regular verbs. So regular verbs have rules. Now I have written in the er category. In the er category there is a one irregular verb. Irregular verb means no rule, you have to memorize. So I have written here one example of irregular verb in the er category. So here is that verb, aller, 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 which means to go. Okay, which means to go. So how did I conjugate this verb? Je vais, vais, je vais, which means I go. Tu vas, which means you go, informal. Elle va, she goes, he goes. Il va, he goes. Elle va, she goes. Nous allons, because nous is ending with consonant and allons is starting with vowel, so we have to do liaison, मिलाकर पढ़ते हैं. Nous allons, vous allez, and then elles vont. So this is, my dear student, this is irregular verb, okay, and there is no rule for this. If you see, there is no pattern. Okay, you have to memorize. So now before we end this class, let me revise once again. You also repeat after me. All right, so let's start from the first verb parler. Parler, which means to speak. You repeat after me, huh? Je parle, je parle, tu parles, tu parles, elle parle, elle parle, nous parlons, nous parlons, vous parlez, vous parlez, elle parle. Okay, next. Je mange, je mange, tu manges, tu manges, elle mange, elle mange, nous mangeons, nous mangeons, vous mangez, vous mangez, elle mange, elle mange. Now commencez. Commencez, commencez. Je commence, tu commences, elle commence, nous commençons, vous commencez, elle commence. Okay? Now repeat here. Aimer, aimer, j'aime, j'aime, I like, I love, tu aimes, you like, you love, elle aime, he likes, she likes, he loves, she loves, nous aimons, nous aimons, nous aimons, liaison, nous aimons, vous aimez, vous aimez, and then elle aime, elle aime. Next is voyager, voyager. Je voyage, tu voyages, elle voyage, nous voyageons, vous voyagez, elle voyage. Okay? Okay, next. Je lance, tu lances, elle lance, nous lançons, vous lancez, elle lance. Okay? The aller verb. Aller, aller. How do you pronounce aller? The conjugation of aller verb would be je vais, tu vas, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, elles vont. So my dear friends, these are the conjugation of ER ending verbs with one irregular verb. Okay, so you should know these tricks so that you don't make mistake in the examination. Still, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. And if you like my class, so kindly like this video, subscribe if you have not subscribed, share this video with all your friends. Okay, see you in the next video. Au revoir, bisous bisous.